Hi guys, I'm Villain, and welcome back to our bid to find baseball's greatest team. Now today we have an interesting game, I think this one. The 1982 Brewers up against the 1963 LA Dodgers. Now both these teams came through a inter-franchise playoff, so if you you haven't seen that, want to see how these two got here, I'll link both of those videos in the description below. And also if you're new, obviously, welcome. Now, let's have a quick look here. We have the 82 Brewers went 95 and 68 in their regular season. The Dodgers of 63 went 99 and 63. That's a one-off game. Modern era strategies, which is just what we do for every game. World Series rosters if available. Otherwise, it defaults to opening day, I believe. And there will be no injuries, so we don't have randomness like that interrupting the game. And one thing I do have, question maybe for the comments, and I've been meaning to ask this for a while. The different eras, why is it like dead ball era, baseball's rebirth? Like what makes 80 to 92 the defensive era? I know why. The power years, we didn't drug test years, as they're also known. But yeah, what makes this a defensive era? Golden years, I'm assuming it was just after World War II. Everybody's back and it's a golden time. But yeah, just curious if anybody knows why these eras are called. Obviously, you know, the power, as I said, power years in modern times. Pre-drug test, post-drug test eras also probably is what they're known as. But yeah, if anybody knows, just yeah, let me know, because I'd just be curious to find out why they're called that. Why were they known as that? So here are the 25-man rosters for both the teams. As ever, I've got myself in the middle so you can zoom in, have a look at the stats. It's their stats for their individual season. So 82 for the Brewers, 63 for the Dodgers. But yeah, as I said, zoom in, have a longer look as you like, give the video a pause, and I'm going to head off to see the starting lineups. And here they are. So the 1982 Brewers are led off by Paul Molitor at third base. Then we've got Jim Gartner at second base, batting second. Robin Yount at shortstop. Yount? Anyway, I think I did this last time, didn't I? That's 3 at shortstop. Cecil Cooper at first base, cleans up. Gorman Thomas in center field, bats 5. Ben Ogilvie is in left field, batting 6. Ted Simmons catches at 7. We've got Mark Brudard at right field, batting 8. Don Sutton is the man on the mound for them. And then the 63 Dodgers, Maury Willis lead things off at shortstop. Willie Davis at center field, bats second. Tommy Davis bats third at right field. Frankie Howard in right field, cleans up. Ron Fairley at first base, bats 5. Ken McMullen at third base, bats 6. We've got Johnny Rosenbro catching at 7. Dick Treswitsky in Oh, what have you done, Morty? Okay, I think we're okay. I think we caught our nail in the chair here, which is going to be annoying. So you're going to most well say hello now you're here. Dick Trowitsky at second base will bat 8. And Sandy Koufax, who I have had described to me by someone watching the videos as the second best pitcher to ever throw a baseball behind Cy Young. He's on the mound for the Dodgers, and we'll see what he can do. Certainly, that's very high praise indeed, isn't it? All right, so let's get this underway. I don't know if that yelp came through in the mic or not, but Morty's okay. I just checked his nails and that. He's fine. He's very dramatic, is young Mortimus, but yeah, he digs his claws into my chair and absolutely destroyed that he has. But I think he just got it stuck in there as he was trying to jump up to say hello. So he is now departed anyway. And the room, thankfully, and is no doubt going downstairs to have something to eat. But Koufax has got 2 down from 2 at-bats. There's another strikeout. Nice, quick top of the first for the Dodgers. And we'll go and see what they can do with the bat now. Wills will face Don Sutton. And that is a dribbler back to the pitcher. Went to school with a Willis. And unfortunately, he died in a car accident. So I've just sort of shocked myself into a memory there, which is very, very sad. Played rugby with him. Yeah, really nice kid too, which is always... Not that it matters if you're nice or not. You shouldn't be dying when you're 17. But yeah, it was a very, very depressing time of high school. But anyway, 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers as well. And Cecil Cooper. So I haven't thought about that for years and years and years. And then suddenly you mispronounce a name and it all comes back. We've got a leadoff single. It might even be it's definitely a double. It might even be a triple. No, it is just a leadoff double. So Koufax gives up a base runner. And there is one in scoring position now with none out. Gorman Thomas comes up to the plate. An 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout. That is one away. And it is Ben Ogilvie now. I think one thing we're seeing as this series is developing, and especially these knockout rounds more so than the inter-franchise ones, is, and it's sort of true in real life as well, isn't it? the best pitching is tending to come through. So you do wonder this Dodgers side, if Koufax is on, and as good as he seemingly is, they could be a very, very hard team to beat as Howard comes up. The 2-2 pitch, and he's hit it into right field, but he'll be caught for one away. But yeah, I'd be interested, because I think the winner of this, the winner of this plays the winner of the last game that we saw, wasn't it, last episode? Apologies that we missed an episode this week as well. If you was probably not many people in the UK watching this, to be honest. My wife's a school teacher, and they have their called GCSE exams, which is like kind of the final exam in high school. I'm not sure if they're just called finals in the US. In Australia, it's called your HSC, like your high school certificate exam. But anyway, so she's marking those, and it just means that I've not really got much time to record, and I have to record on the weekend, and then Sunday I felt like absolute rubbish because I play cricket on Saturdays, and I just felt like just absolute trash. I don't know why. I mean, I was out a little bit later because Australia versus England cricket was on at the World Cup. And I tell you what, if you're American and you are watching this, how good's your team going? Absolutely smashing it at the World Cup. They are. It'd be good to see them get into the next round. Hopefully, I think they probably will. But anyway, that's all beside the point. Suddenly we have loaded bases here for the Brewers. And only one away. Can Koufax get himself out of this jam? A 2-2 pitch. That is hit into left field. It's going to be caught, I think. Is it? Yes, it is. And the runners will advance to home and third with a man at first. So 2 out runners at the corners. The Brewers have a lead. Cecil Cooper comes in. A 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout to end that. So yeah, I was out a little bit later than I would normally be. I didn't drink that much. I'm not going to lie and say I had nothing to drink. I did have a few, but I wasn't stumbling in the door or anything. But just woke up, just no energy. I tried to record a little bit because I have to on a Sunday. And yeah, I was just sitting here. I felt like I was going to fall asleep. So thankfully, when I went back when I was editing those videos during the week, it didn't really come across necessarily. But yeah, I just didn't feel good. So yeah, anyway, long story short, apologies for no video or only 2 videos this week. That's the reason why. And yeah, I'll try and make sure I go to bed at a reasonable time for an old man. So yeah, just absolutely floored me. But yeah, here we go. Koufax, can he bounce back? That is, I tell you what, I thought for a second then that was skipping down the first base line. But that is 2 away, and it brings up Ted Simmons. 2-2 pitch, 2 out, no one on. And doesn't even bother swinging. 6 strikeouts through 4 innings. Not bad work, is it? Unfortunately for him, he's given up a run. So Willis will lead things off. He's over. I mean, they're all over, aren't they? Because they haven't got a hit yet. And Willis with a ground ball to the second baseman for 1 away. In now will come Willie Davis, the center fielder. It's a 1-1 pitch. And that is going to get in, and it'll be a 1-out single, a first hit of the game for the Dodgers. I mean, the thing is here too, I mean, you look at Sutton, I mean, he's not bad, is he? So, as a little bit of a hesitation there, I think certainly on my screen, hopefully that didn't necessarily come through on the recording. A 1-2 pitch though with a runner at second on the stolen base. That is going to get through, and that might tie the game. With 1 out, does he go? He does. And the Dodgers do indeed tie the game on what is probably an RBI single to Davis as he advances to second on the the throw anyway to the plate. Can Frankie Howard go and put the Dodgers in front? A 1-0 pitch. He has hit it into right field. It is, a leaping catch. A very, very good catch at the wall. It robbed him of a home run, it says. So fairly now, a full count with a runner at second. 2 away. He has hit it into center field. That is much more of a regulation fly ball. And we'll go to the 5th, tied at 1. It is Mark Bruhard coming up to bat. He is 1 for 1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it's a strikeout, 1 away. In comes Don Sutton, so he'll be staying in the game. I mean, you'd be crazy to take either of these guys out of the game right now, wouldn't you? He strikes out for 2 away. Brings up Molitor. Molitor, I guess that's how you'd say it. He was 1 for 2. He's now 1 for 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. In comes Ken McMullen. He is 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout for 1-0. Johnny Rosebrough will come in now. He's 0 for 1 as well. An 0-1 pitch. Rosebrough dribbles it to the second baseman. And just for a second then I was wondering if there was going to be a play. But there was. So 2 away for Trace Whiskey. Or something along those lines. Trewhiskey. He has grounded it to the shortstop. And that will end at the 5th. So it is 1 apiece going into the 6th. It's the pitching duel we were probably expecting. And it'll be Gartner now, who is 1 for 2 to face Koufax. He is 0 for... sorry, it's an 0-2 pitch. And I imagine when you're facing someone of this quality, you don't want to be 0-2 down, do you? Yount will come in. Yount. A 1-2. And that is going to skip to the wall for a 1-out double at least. We could be talking triple here. No, he slides into second. So, Milwaukee with a chance to go back in front here. And it is Cecil Cooper to the plate. He is 1 for 2. It's a full count. And it's a strikeout. So that is 2 down. Strikeout number 10. And it's Gorman Thomas who's 0 for 2. Another full count. And another strikeout to end the top of the 6th. I mean, Koufax unlikely to go forever, obviously, in this one. Wally Moon, in fact, that was it. He's done. And Wally Moon's pinch hitting for him. Full count. Moon. Oh, he watched it, and he struck out. Was that worth taking Koufax out for? That was outside, too. Look at that. It was definitely outside. It's a Angel Hernandez call, that one. And may his career rest in pieces. And that is a 2 away now for Willie Davis, who is 1 for 2. It's a 2-1 pitch. 2 out, no one on. And he's hit that well. He's hit it very well, has he? Yes, he has. Sandy Koufax will be on for the win. And that is thanks to Willie Davis and his 406-foot home run. It is 2-1 now to the Dodgers. And it'll be Tommy Davis coming up. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. It's a 1-0 pitch. And Davis into center field. Regulation fly ball. Will go to the 7th. Who will come onto the mound for the Dodgers? It will be Ken Rowe. He's going to face Ogilvy, who's 0 for 2. And let's see if the Dodgers bullpen can get them home here. There's a ground ball to start things off. 1 away. In will come Ted Simmons, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Simmons has popped it up into right field. That'll be 2 away. And next man in is Mark Bruhard, who is 1 for 2. And the full count leads to a walk. So 2-out walk. Don Money is the pinch hit up, so that'll do it for Sutton as well. It's a 1-1, and it is into right center field, but center field is there. Makes the catch and will stretch. The Dodgers are 2-1 up in a very, very tight game. Alright, welcome back. Frank Howard is at the plate. Dwight Bernard is the new man on the mound. It's a 3-1. And it's a ground ball to the shortstop for 1 away. Next up, it is Ron Fairley, who's 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. And oh, he's hit that very, very well over right center field. It's huge. And it is 3-1. 449 feet. And I've got to say, you look at particularly the top half of this Dodgers lineup. Sandy Koufax on the mound. If you're another team, you'd be happy to see them eliminated, wouldn't you? Ken McMullen is new man at the plate. He is 0 for 2. First pitch. And he has got that into left field. That's going to drop in, is it? Yes. So a 1-out single. Next man up is Johnny Rosebrough. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. Rosebrough, that could be a double play. It probably should be. No, they just get 1. So, 2-out runner at second for Trace Whiskey, who is 0 for 2. Full count. And he's hit that. Is it going to be caught? It looks like it is. And that is the end of that. So, 3-1 now going into the 8th. That probably works out okay for the Dodgers because it may... Oh, no, they've changed the pitcher anyway. So, Drysdale is going to come onto the mound. He's going to face Molitor, who is 1 for 3. And it's a 1-1 pitch. The Brewers, they need base runners, don't they? And that, I don't think, is going to do it. Ground ball to third, 1 away. It'll bring up Jim Gartner, who is 1 for 3. A 3-1. And that is hit into center field, but again, under control. Caught, that is 2 away. And it'll bring up Robin Yount, who is 1 for 2. I think he hit the sac fly, I think, didn't he? But there's nothing sacrificial about that. And they'll have to do it in the 9th. Can the Dodgers add some insurance runs? Bernard continues on the mound. It is Bill Skowron pinch hitting at the plate. And it's a first pitch swing. Skowron, he's dropped it in, you know. That's going to be a leadoff single. And Maury Willis now 0 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. Willis, it's into a double play. Oh, it's an error. And the Brewers panicking a little bit here in the bottom of the 8th. So 2 on, none out for Willie Davis, who is 2 for 3 with that home run last time up. A 2-2 pitch. And, he's tied in a knot. 1 away. Tommy Davis now, who's 1 for 3. An 0-1. Oh, that gets away from the catcher. That takes the pressure off for a double play as well. Runners at second and third. Can Tommy Davis essentially put the game beyond the Brewers here? A 1-2 pitch. It's into right field, and that'll score at least 1. Runner from second will hold at third. So it's 4-1. Runners at the corners, 1 away for Frank Howard, who is 0 for 3. An 0-1. There goes the runner for second, and he will get there. Howard, big chance. He has popped that up into center field, but it'll surely be deep enough to score the runner from third. That's going to be 5-1. And we haven't seen enough from the Brewers to think they can do this in the top of the 9th. Moose Haas. Go on, Moose Haas. That's a really... surely Moose is a nickname, and it's because his last name is Haas, isn't it? I'd call him Horses, but that's just me. He's walked his first man. Second man has popped it up into right field. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-1. Can the Brewers... well, can they keep themselves alive here? It's a big, big ask. Johnny Podras is the new man on the mound. He's going to face Cecil Cooper. And it's going to be a first pitch swing. And he's grounded that to the second baseman. So that'll be 1 away. In now will come Gorman Thomas, who is 0 for 3. It's a 3-0 pitch. And he's walked him on 4 pitches, so that's not great. And it'll bring up Ben Ogilvie, who's 0 for 3. I mean, they just need to avoid base runners, don't they? A home run even at this point, as there's a strikeout for 2 away. Doesn't end, you know, they're still going to win. So Simmons could be the final out of the game. An 0-2 pitch. Simmons strikes out, and the Dodgers, they're going to be tough to beat, aren't they? They're into the next round. So there we go. It is going to be the Dodgers moving on to face the 2001 Diamondbacks. Randy Johnson versus Sandy Koufax. I mean, it could be 0-0 going into the 11th inning, that one, couldn't it? So that is going to be a very, very interesting pitching duel. Surely 2 of the all-time greats. So yeah, looking forward to that. Next up, it is my team, the 86 Mets. They will go and face the oldest team in the competition, the 1905 Giants. That'll be an interesting one, won't it? And then obviously we'll have the Cardinals and the Pirates going head-to-head as well to round out the first knockout round of this competition. I'm really, really enjoying it. Hopefully you are as well, because if you are watching it, you're one of only about 3 people. So well done. But one thing I don't ever want to do is start a series and then just bail on it halfway through, because that just pisses everybody off, doesn't it? So yeah, we're going to keep going with this, and I'm enjoying it. And that is probably the main thing, isn't it? So hopefully, if you've enjoyed that one, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for the Giants and the Mets. Take care.